I want to say thank you to all of you for giving me so much inspiration. I'm doing a cooking show. Oh, the Royal Rogue, Brittany from this other YouTube show, asking for footage from our cooking show. Well, that was the footage. That was a little segment being done silently without sound on the Netflix giant platform. Yes, it was this morning. Today, beginning of the week, morning time. Oh, there's Duke. Duke Harry. Hello, darling. Good morning. How does it feel to be back home? I know. You miss, not you lack, you miss being relevant too. Yes, I understand, my prince. I understand. Very soon, we'll be doing something different. Yes, do not talk. Do not talk to Netflix. Please stop calling Netflix and the CEO, Sanders. Stop calling because it's not helpful. You're making them not want to renew our contract. I just found out this morning from the news. So stop. No more phone calls, please. Oh, you just heard from someone, a reliable source, that your brother, Prince William, or as I'd like to call him, Will, said that he will not invite you or me to his coronation when he will be king? Is that what you are saying to me now? On top of losing our contract with Netflix, this is what you are telling me? You've heard? Oh my goodness. You know what they say, when it rains, it pours, meaning there is one bad news after the other, after the other, after the other. I cannot deal with this. I haven't even had breakfast this morning because I'm trying to keep my silhouette. I am fainting. Yes, go back and stop using the phone. I beg you. You are doing everything wrong. Let me take a lead the same way that I lead you in every other aspect of our lives. Please, can you not see that everything I do, when you allow me the lead, all of the things come together? We get great positive news. And now with you wanting to do that stupid polo show, they won't renew our contract. Now you tell me, William, your brother, soon to be king. I'm not saying we want him to be king, because that would mean that we wish ill wish upon King Charles, which we don't. We wish him and my sister-in-law speedy recovery. But just to know that he would say that we would not be invited to his coronation when he becomes king, I cannot deal with that. This is too much in the beginning of the week. And like I said, I haven't eaten breakfast, so I got to go eat. I have to. I still have to maintain my silhouette. I don't know if you've noticed, only if I gain a couple of pounds, a couple of kilograms, as they would say back in Colombia. They have kilograms, here we have pounds. Everything changes. I cannot keep on wearing all of the fashion that's costing thousands and thousands of dollars. I have to go to wearing those large, big dresses, which don't do me any favors. But I still must eat something. I should have not made this episode before breakfast. I should have had some breakfast before. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Thank you for being with me on this morning show. Maybe I'll do a morning show like Jennifer Aniston and the other woman actress, blonde. She was in Blonde, Legally, Illegally Blonde, Reese Witherspoon. I'll do a morning show. Anybody out there? Doesn't have to be the Netflix platform. If you consider me for a morning show, I have so much that I want to relate. I have so many incredible stories. I have the story about the dish soap. Oh, I've told you that story. Never mind. I have so many other ones. I have the story about going to auditions when I was in my first years of being an actress in Hollywood, and my car door would not open. So I had to get myself out of the car to the trunk of it. Oh, I've told that story. Oh, then I have the story about how my father never helped me. I had to work my way through college to becoming an actress, and I was an ambassador in Argentina. That's where I learned how to not speak Spanish. Oh, I've told you that before. No, but I have so many other interesting stories that I've kept for my next project. Maybe I'll do a book. Maybe I'll do a book the same way that Prince Harry did Spare. Maybe I'll do The Duchess of the Spare Duke. I don't know, but there's so much more to go with. So I'm not worried. I'm going to try to go to being optimistic, hope. Another thing that I've learned from Art of Experiencing, a character must always have some hope, no matter the circumstances. If they do not, the audience will not stick around. We want you, and we want to attract more audience to stick with us. I am coming to you. No more Duquesa. We are no longer in Colombia. My title is now Duchesse with an E at the end, which I found out to mean pastry. What a coincidence. I did not know Duchesse with an E at the end means pastry. I wonder how you pronounce it. Do you pronounce it Duchesse? Ah, pastry, the Duchesse of pastry. That is so fit a name for what my show on Netflix is going to be. But then, all of a sudden, I've been telling you in all of my previous episodes, as soon as we got home to Montecito, California, everything seems to be irrelevant. We are no longer relevant. Now you must understand that that is why we do all these royal tours, because we must keep being relevant. I know my last two episodes were all about the Columbia Royal Tour. Maybe some of you are getting bored. Now I got back to Montecito, California. I have to be quiet in this episode. Mother Doria is sleeping with my prince, Archie, and Princess Lilibet. What I have just found out blew my mind. I am so disappointed. I've been practicing this whole weekend for this episode. I wanted to try to cry for you. I've been trying to work at producing tears out of my eyes. I've tried producing one tear out of my right or my left eye. I don't remember. Since I had such a wonderful last couple of months, I did not have to cry. Without practice, I don't know how to cry. That's another setback. Now, what I've learned from the dancers and the singers in Colombia, when they were wailing and crying for their unfair history of their country, I thought I would be able to steal some acting tools from their spectacle. I cannot even do that. I am so disappointed by the news this morning. I don't know if you've read. Oh, 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 oh. I'm attempting to do a little bit of crying and wailing. I'll be working on it, and I'll produce more and more and more for future episodes. But I had just found this morning the Netflix giant, as they call the platform, is considering not renewing our contract for $100 million. Why? Why? Why Netflix giant and the owners and the CEOs? Why? We are still the Royals. We are still the California Montecito Royals with the lifestyle brand Aro, American Riviera Orchard. Now you must take us on. I know it's my Duke's fault. How many times have I not told him before to stop with creating a polo show? The reason my cooking show might not be presented to all of you, you are going to miss out on something that would have been excellent if you would have seen me cooking chicken and roasting chicken legs and chicken white meat. Oh, by the way, one of the commentators on one of my previous episodes said that I looked as her white turkey in her refrigerator. Why would you even say that? Did you not observe that I am not white? Did you not observe that I am actually bronzing myself every time I go on tours? What is the matter with you? I don't understand. No matter how hard I try and no matter how much I do to entertain you, to give you shows, everything is being cut from under us. What am I to do? My prince, my duke, he's been trying to get the Netflix people, CEOs to produce his polo show. Nobody's going to connect to your polo show because people are below us in understanding of polo sport. Who understands polo sport? You're making me repeat myself by having to talk about that stupid show. Nobody understands it, like I said before. Only royalty, only elites, not so many in the world. Only people of high standard like us can understand it. And then you have to be, as my Duke would be the principal character in his polo show, he would have to be an entertainer. He would have to be an actor to be able to pull it off. People want to see interesting characters. I am the principal character everywhere I go. I have my background in acting. How many different times do I have to say that and convince my audiences out there? I'm not talking about my Sussex squad because I know they are convinced. They are the same as my Duke, not so very understanding up there, so they will believe my mediocre acting, as I said before. But majority of the people, majority of you out there are very smart audience, and you understand that you need a principal character in any show, especially on a TV show. You need a character who is interesting. You need a character who is bold. Now they are saying they want authenticity. Are you joking? Who is more authentic than me? Tell me one person who is more authentic than me. I am putting this out there. So comment below and let me know. So again, he messed up another deal that we were supposed to do with Netflix. He continued to believe that he is an actor who could pull off a polo show. Ay, 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 ay. See, I still have a little bit of the Spanish in me, having come back from Colombia just a couple of days ago. Ay, 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 ay means, oh no, oh no, oh no. Authenticity. They're looking for authenticity. I am all about authenticity. Look at me. Look at my performance. Look at my intelligence. Look at my personalities. Great entertainment. Excellence. Look at it and know it's authentic, especially having pulled back the curtain on my last episode behind the scenes to reveal all of my private. Who reveals all of their private? No matter there was a little bit too much. I talked a little bit about the sweating that happened. Remain the principal character. That takes a lot of sweat. It takes sweat to leave it all on the stage. That's all I did on all of the stages. Even though the stages were staged while we were on the tour, it was a little bit amateurish. They say that it was better. It was a little bit better than the Nigeria tour, which I would not have believed for them to comment. That's a plus for us. That's a positive. We are very happy that we pulled it off. The sound, all of the videos that came out were without sound. I wanted to create something that has never been done, restricting the journalists from all of our events, cultural, musical events we were attending. I wanted to present something new. I wanted to bring something new to the Netflix platform. When was the last time that you saw a show that was silent? Imagine that. What a brilliant idea. Silent, going back to the silent era of the great films in Hollywood. I wanted to bring that era. We say era in Espanol, era English. I wanted to bring all of that back. That would have been authentic cooking show without sound. Did you see? That was just a little bit of a footage of what my cooking show is. I'm giving you the platform for you to be able to be glued to your TVs and try to decipher what I'm saying since there's no sound, putting you at work. I don't like to do a lot of work, as you know, so I'm letting you, the audience, do all the work in trying to guess what the recipes are for what I'm cooking. Let you use your sight. I'm going to let you use your sight, all of the other sensory work you must do as the audience. That is going to be what makes my show authentic. I'm not going to do your work. Bravo to me. Bravo to me. Would you like to hear sound or would you like to hear silence? I think the silence is more of an authentic take on a TV show. But that's not going on. I have been pushed to the side. Me, the Duchesse with an E, the pastry Duchesse, as the title for my cooking show. I have been pushed to the side by no other than Victoria Beckham. Who is Victoria Beckham? Would you know who she is if she were not associated to her fancy celebrity husband, an ex-football player? When was the last time you saw him kick a ball? When? When? That was in the past. That was so many years ago. Victoria is now being considered to do her own Netflix show due to the successful Emmy awarded show they both did just a couple of months ago on Netflix. I have not even watched it. I tried to watch it. There was nothing interesting about it. Did you watch it? Did you find it more interesting than my Duke's Netflix mockery of a show? I don't know why I call it mockery of a show. Everybody else is putting that in my ears. I am following everybody else's crazy understanding and ideas. I am not a sheep. I am the shepherd. I lead the ship, not the ship, not the ship on the sea, but the sheep. You know, the animals, the little animals that a shepherd has to watch. Maybe I should do a show about that. Maybe I should go to Transylvania, you know, where my father-in-law, King Charles, likes to go. I also know that the woman with Art of Experiencing, Mihalula, also comes from Transylvania. I just remembered to make that link between the two, steal that idea from my father-in-law, King Charles, and start to go to Transylvania. Maybe that should be our next royal tour. Oh my goodness, I have so many ideas, and they come to me as I'm presenting you my episode. I'm going to Transylvania. I'm going to Dracula's country. I will do a sheep, a sheep show. I will go back to being authentic. I will go back to the village that my father-in-law, King Charles, likes to go, and I will live among the peasants. There's nothing wrong with being a peasant. I'm not a peasant. I am royal, but there's nothing wrong with being a peasant. Take them on a journey and bring them up, elevate them to my lifestyle of Aro. That would be something. Oh, I don't think that's gonna go. I don't know. What can we show from Transylvania? We can show the Carpathian Mountains. That's where they are, the Carpathian Mountains. Do you see how intelligent and smart I am? I have to be smart for both me and Duke. He's not all that creative. For example, he was trying to do a polo show. Netflix is saying that show is not ripped for such a platform. The word is now ripped. Oh, ripped is muscular when you do bodybuilding, which I have to start doing a little bit now that I'm watching. Having lost so much weight, I now have to get back, put myself in shape, being skinny and finding my waist again. Did you see how beautiful I look? I am so inspired on my own. As I was saying, our show is not ripened. I confuse ripped and ripened with so many languages going on in my head. Bonjour, bonjour, comment ça va? Next is going to be French. They speak French in Transylvania. They speak Romanian. I thought they spoke Hungarian. I'm sure Mihalula from Art of Experiencing is going to be so thrilled that I'm taking an interest into learning her language. I do watch her shows. She's giving me a lot of acting tools that I use in my endeavors on all of my tours. Victoria Beckham, yes, going back to her and her husband. Why would anybody have interest in her and her husband? I do not understand. Her show was not better than our show. What did they do differently? Yes, they did focus on their achievements. They've started normal people. He went on to become a great footballer. She went on to become a great fashion designer, businesswoman. I believe that's what her show on Netflix is going to be about. We're going to be fly on the wall. She's going to take us behind the scenes in preparation for her next Paris fashion show. Bravo to you, Victoria Beckham. I tried to be friends with you. I tried so hard. I did not hear any response when I said I give it up. To friend someone, you gotta have something in return, and you gave nothing. The way that you behave, you are one-dimensional character. You never smiled. Your husband, I will give him that much. David Beckham, Benedict Beckham, okay, they did a film about him. He was famous as a football player, like I said. But within the last couple of years, what has he done? He's done nothing. When did you last see him pick a football? More months ago than the last time that you saw my prince, Duke Harry, play a polo show. Who should have a Netflix series? Who should have a Netflix series? Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I try to say words hard to come. So I then repeat myself. Now my English is not good. Nothing is good. It seems like I am being put down so much. I'm starting to lose my confidence. I'm starting to lose my strength, my bravery. I'm starting to lose my authenticity. Even you keep telling me I don't have authenticity. Of course, I'm going to lose it. So stop it. Silence. That's why I don't want to hear anybody talk anymore. I want silence all around me. I want silence all around me. Who says that? Who says that? Brilliant character again. When I am on a stage, everything becomes clear. When I am in a studio doing a show, I am so much more comfortable. All the sound of the noise disappear and I can relax myself. I find peace within my soul. And then all of a sudden, when the curtain comes down and the hands start to applaud, see, I'm not going to do the sound of the applause because I think it's too much to the ears. When the hands start to applaud and I take my bow, as many people have taken bows in front of me without me asking them, and everything comes back to normal, and the sound of the world is making me anxious again. I thought I was going to come home and I was going to leave the performative side of me so I can restart my actor's instrument. No, I have no time to do that. No, now the Netflix, Ted Sarandos, Ted, look how well I'm pronouncing your last name. Come on, you must take that and see my authenticity. Does anybody else pronounce your last name Sarandos? I don't believe so. I think they pronounce it Sarandos. I pronounce it the way it's meant to be pronounced, authentically, Sarandos, as it's spelled phonetically. That's what I have. Victoria doesn't. Ask Victoria to speak another language outside of speaking British. Great British. She speaks English with an English accent. That's all she can do. Yeah, she was famous 100 years ago. I was famous just a few years ago. Don't you understand the relevance here? Who is more relevant? I cannot believe you became the CEO of the huge Netflix platform, Ted Sarandos. If you cannot make the difference, those huge differences between Victoria and I as a CEO, you must understand who to pick for your next show. The most important thing, Ilya Kazan. I learned this from Art of Experiencing. Director, founder of the Actor Studio. He said that 90% of being a great director is being able to understand, cast the right people for a show. Let me do my cooking show. Let me do my silent cooking show. Polo show will not be a success, but I guarantee my silent. What else is happening? Oh, we are dictators who have allowed only one person to follow us from the media, from Harper's Bazaar. The person we allowed was the person we are trusting to show us as we need to be shown. We are the Duke and the Duchess at the end of the Sussex. Portray us like that. Don't take us down because you are somewhere down there. You are down there. We are up, higher than everybody else. That brings me to the Obamas. You know, they have a production company, Higher Ground, I believe it's called. I think it came when Michelle Obama was trying to get President Biden elected. In her speech, she said, when they, meaning the other people, the Republicans, when they go low, we go high. When they go low, we go high, higher ground. I don't know if they have a chance of having their contract renewed. People who are politically involved, humanitarians, we are being overlooked. They're looking for someone like Victoria Beckham. I just don't understand what all the interest is in her show, walking around in her fashion clothes. Why is fashion so important? I don't pay any attention to fashion. Do you see me caring about the way that I dress? No. Of course, I have to change 3, 4 times a day when I go to these poor countries. As I said before, that's my replacement. I have never been invited to go to a relevant red carpet show of relevance. Are these royal tours? What's going to be next? Presidential suits. I forgot about my show, Suits. I don't know if I'm still getting paid from that. Am I still getting residuals from that show? Now they were low on money. My Duke is still getting money from fund from late Princess Diana. Oh, Princess Diana, look over us. We love to live a lifestyle high up with the rest of the A-listers to make us, we thought, part of them, of their circle. That hasn't happened. Nobody's calling us anymore. Oprah's not calling us. Tyler Perry's not calling us. The Clooneys are not calling us. When the vice president of Colombia calls, when somebody from Transylvania will call, maybe next we'll go to North Korea. That's another country that nobody has seen behind the scenes. Maybe that's going to be our next royal tour. Are we able to go there? I'm not sure. I'm considering all of these other countries. We want to shine a light on all these overlooked, beautiful countries with their culture and with their population of people and their amazing leaders. That's what we're about. We're about bringing a light and shining it on the unseen countries of the world, bringing them into the universal understanding of countries to be taken seriously. I think I just came up with that. I have to think of how I can put it better into more authentic words. I guess we'll have to see if my cooking show is going to have a go. Let's just hope that for the next episode, I will have better news and that my cooking show will be on very soon. Thank you. Kisses to all.